Hey folks, Tim DeMella. In our last video, we talked to Pretty Mouse, right? Pretty Mouse had a question, and the question was, does everybody have the spirit, life force, whatever you want to call it, within them? And the question is yes, everybody does. And it wants a relationship with you, and because it loves you unconditionally. And what did unconditionally mean? No matter what you did, it doesn't matter. It's not going to abandon you. It's not going to leave you. It's not going to stop communicating with you. It wants to be with you because you both have a goal in mind to want to be like this as one forever, right? I mean, you want to be loved and feel that love deeply inside, like everybody does. And so that's what we talked with Pretty Mouse. But then Pretty Mouse asked, well, what comes next after the first step of believing that you have that in here? What comes next? What's the next step? Well, that all depends on what you need, right? It all depends on what you need. Okay. For instance, okay, if you need, let's just say you have a car, let's say. Okay, you have a car. And you need somebody to help you get your car working properly, or working properly, right? Working the way the car was designed to work. All right. Well, where would you go? Where would you go to ask somebody? Who would you ask to help with that car? Well, what kind of car is it? Because if it's, you want somebody who is very knowledgeable in working on that car, where you also want somebody who has a love, which is what that your spirit is in there, has a spirit for a love for fixing cars, and a love for helping you in fixing the car. Not just somebody who just, well, I fix cars and like that, but somebody who has a deep love for doing that. And that's what we call an expert, but not just an expert that does it out of thinking and intellect, but a person who just loves doing what they're doing, has a mind for it and a feeling for it and a deep passion, and loves doing it to help you out. These are the people we're looking for. So if you have a car that needs fixing and that's who you want to go look for. And sometimes it's hard to find it the first time, but you keep at it and you eventually find somebody who loves doing that and loves helping you do it. Loves helping you. Okay. Well, let's say you don't feel loved. Let's say you feel like nobody loves you. So who would you go to? Well, you can't go to anybody on the outside, because that's not where you're going to get that unconditionally loving feeling that you want, because you don't want conditional love, which means that if you don't do what I tell you to do, then I'm not going to talk to you anymore, or you're not right, or there's something wrong with you, because I have certain rules that I believe are the right ones. That's conditional love. And we don't do that. We don't do conditional love. That's for the world. In life, which we're talking about, which we're walking in, we don't do that. That's not part of our lives. That's not part of life or living, actually. So you need that kind of love that you're looking for. And where do you find it? Well, you got to go to the expert, the one that knows you inside and out and loves you unconditionally, no matter what. And that's that spirit in here. And that's where you need to go. That's the expert on you. Your spirit is the expert on you and loves to be part of you. So that one day you can feel how much love it has for you, to the point of you just being one with it, what we call intimate with it, and that never go away and become permanent to what I call completion. It can be complete. Okay? So, what comes after believe? Well, it all depends on what you need. So let's say you need to be loved. That's your priority. That's what you strongly need. Well, the first thing is to believe in that which can provide that to you in the way that you need it. That would be your spirit in here. Well, the next step is what? Ask that spirit, or the person, from what you need, right? If they can help you. Go to that person, go to that spirit, and if you want to, you can close your eyes and imagine it. Okay. Imagine what that spirit would look like. It won't be anybody that you've already met, because that's on the outside. It's be someone totally new. What does a unconditionally loving spirit within me, for me, what does it look like? And where do I meet it? Where is it? So think of a wonderful, lovely space. Ask for it to appear, because it loves you. It wants to help you. And that's what we do. Just like in life, as we walk outside here, we first have to go and ask for help. I'm not a mechanic. I don't know how to fix this car. Can I learn? Well, sure. I have the mind to learn, but do I love it? Do I love being a mechanic? And that's the difference. Yeah, I might be able to turn a wrench. Okay. But first of all, do I have the experience, the wisdom of how to turn the wrench, the best way to do this and the best way to do that? And then, do I really love doing it? Okay. I used to be a mechanic. I used to be a helicopter mechanic. Did I enjoy doing it? I did. Do I have some wisdom in how to do it? I do. Do I do it today? I do not. Not to say I still enjoyed it, right? So does that make me an expert in it? No. I haven't done it for several years, many years, a couple of decades ago. So am I an expert in it? No, I'm not an expert in it. I have a little bit of knowledge, I have a little bit of wisdom on it, but I can't say I'm an expert in it. And if I loved it that much, I'd probably still be doing it today. Okay. But instead, I wanted to become an engineer. And that's what I am today. I'm an aerospace engineer. And I actually do help helicopters stay in the air and be safe for people to fly in them. Okay? And I enjoy using my experience from way back when, add it to my knowledge and everything to help people so they don't have to worry about it when they step on it. And that's the whole point. I love people enough that I don't want them to needlessly worry about something they don't need to worry about. They shouldn't have to worry about. Okay? And that's how I help. All right? But I've also, for the last 25 years, needed to be loved and feel loved and hear that I didn't feel growing up. And that's why I need my spirit within me. And to the point, over 20, 25 years now, that I've become one. And I know it's there forever. I can feel it, and I know it, and it's become part of me. And we've become one together. And now we're in a place that we can share everything we've gone through, our wisdom, insights, and love for one another with you. So in essence, we're bearing, I guess, what you would call maybe fruit, bearing the wisdom, bearing the insights, bearing ourselves to you. Okay? So that's the next step. You have to ask for help. But who? Somebody that can help you with what you need, is an expert at it, and loves it, and loves to do it. How much of an expert? Well, there are people who are number one in their field, but they may not live where you are. Or you may not be able to get an appointment with them or something like that because they're very busy. The important thing is to get with somebody who is as an expert as you can find. But the critical component is that they love doing it and they love helping, they love doing it for you. That's a critical component. And I think you may find one or two of them somewhere near you. Okay, there's some who won't be like that, but I think there's probably going to be one or two that are. All right? And if you need to feel loved, the best way to do it is to ask your spirit to come. Imagine and ask them to come in a place that you just feel at peace in. Okay? All right. So, that's it. So, first step is believe, and the next step is ask. Okay? And before all this, we became aware of something that we needed, or something that we need, right? And when we become aware, then we believe in somebody who can give us, who can help us, maybe answer the question. And that's what Pretty Mouse did. Didn't Pretty Mouse do that? Pretty Mouse came and asked me the question of, do we all have the Spirit within? Because Pretty Mouse came to Pretty Mouse to ask, and Pretty Mouse believed that I could answer it because I love helping people in that way, and Pretty Mouse knew that. Okay? All right. So that's the second step. All right? So I'll see you in the next videos, and we'll see what topic we come up with then. All right? I love you, and you have a great day.